next up is Ms. Mersha, but ceding time to Ms. Bradley. Please proceed.
My name is Erin Bradley, 38578 Highway 99W, Corvallis 97330. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to get up and speak again. Our farm is one of the closest neighbors to Republic Services' proposed expansion on two borders. There's a few things I think you should hear about that have happened in the last few weeks. Can I move that close? There we go. Is that better?
That is.
Okay. Thank you. Since we last gathered here, there's a few things I think you should be aware of. McCollum Rock Drilling called on May 28th at 10:49 a.m. from an unknown and blocked number. They left a message saying the blasting would occur on May 29th between 12 and 4 p.m. If we had any questions or concerns, please call Republic Services. They did not leave a phone number to call, and I could not return the calls to the number. I was unable to find a phone number online where someone would answer. I finally left a voicemail at Valley Landfills and hoped for the best. This was around noon at this point. I did not receive a phone call back that day. The next morning at 8 a.m., I drove around the corner and went into Republic's office. I asked that somebody please return my call. I did have a call back, and it was pretty prompt, and it was from Republic's environmental person. He did answer my questions. I wanted to know the location of the blast and why they were blasting again, because I was under the impression that we were done with the blasting. I explained what we did and the services we provide for Benton County and mentioned the stress on the animals and clients. He said he would call back the following day and follow up with me. We did not receive a phone call. The blast was extremely loud. On June 10th at 9:20 a.m., I received a phone call from Emily at McCollum Rock Drilling. The voicemail said they would be blasting that day between 12 and 5. She mentioned that she had tried to leave a voicemail the day before and reach out. I called her back and let her know I did not receive a call and there was no number or record of it on my phone or no caller ID. She nicely apologized and said that it might have been a problem on their end. I asked her nicely to see if they could please change the blasting days to Fridays as they were more flexible for us. She left me on hold and came back quickly and said that they could, but it was up to Republic Services to change the day. I then hung up and called Republic Services environmental person, and he did promptly call me back. I left a voicemail. He promptly called me back, and I let him know we definitely heard and felt the blast on May 29th and June 1st. I let him know that we did not receive 24 hours notice of the blast and the impact on our clients and animals. I mentioned the drilling company could change the days to Fridays. He said he would ask his people again. The blasts were never changed to Fridays, and you can see the relationship we've had in the last few weeks. The blast caused additional stress on the animals and scared one of our volunteers, even though she knew it was probably going to happen between certain animals or certain hours. I did manage to record the blast on June 10th on the northwest corner of my property. I've printed it out for you to see. You should have a copy. The first slide is a semi-truck going south on 99W, passing in front of our property. The second is the blast. There's quite a difference in decibels. For a blast that we may not have heard or felt, I disagree. Republic Services has increasingly affected the use of my land, placed stress again on my livestock, volunteers, clients, and affected a service to the community. Last testimony, I mentioned the groups we serve. I failed to mention we are a provider for the state of Oregon DHS Child Welfare. We are often contracted by them upon need and currently have clients of theirs writing. We are a service. We are a farm, we are a service, and we are an adjacent property. The proposed facility cannot be operated without noise and odor that will affect our business and other agricultural activities on the property. There are no conditions of approval or other mitigation measures that will resolve these issues. The proposed landfill is a massive industrial complex that cannot be mitigated and must not be approved. If approved, we may lose the ability to operate entirely. The land would become uninhabitable, most likely, for our program and for our animals. After seeing the last staff report and seeing the recommendation for approval and conditions, I called a real estate broker. She said that due to everything we are experiencing and the conditions we are living with and the location, it would be a hard sell. We looked at properties comparable to what we had, and none were affordable. We request you reject LU 24027 and ensure our continued service to the community. The proposed expansion would seriously interfere with the uses on our adjacent property and violate section 53.215(1). Thank you.
Commissioner Cash.
Thank you, Chair. How close are you again, please? Where's your property located?
We are just south of Coffin Butte Landfill. We border their, I guess it's, they have the forest land and they have the 10-acre parcel that wraps around. So when we look north, we see their property. When we look to the west, we see their property. I could throw a stick over. That's how close we are currently.
But you're looking onto their forest barrier, the acreage that's the barrier.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Bradley.
Thank you.